I'd like to begin on the back today, and I'd like to really focus on getting our diaphragm engaged, getting our lungs nice and open. So if we could start on the back and then bring the feet down to the mat, to the edges of the mat, and then with the back down, the head down, let the knees draw towards each other. So there's some support for the legs, but you can feel, you could take a hand underneath the small of the back, and you could feel that there's plenty of space for you to bring the hand right to the low back. So we're maintaining that natural curve in the low spine. Then bring the left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. And let's take a nice slow breath in through the nose. Let the belly rise as you breathe in. And you can exhale slowly out through the mouth. Feeling a nice release as you let go of that breath. And then let's just watch the natural breath flowing in and out of the body. With our hands in this place, we can feel the breath with our hands. Noticing the rising and the falling of the trunk and its different wave-like patterns. And then let's start to change the breath. Now that we've become aware, that is so important for our practice, is to really utilize our awareness and pay attention to it. Become more and more aware of everything we possibly can. Go ahead and take your awareness to the belly, and then on the next inhale, we'll empty the lungs completely. On the inhale, let's breathe in for 5 counts, letting the belly rise. And then we'll hold the breath at the top and exhale for 5 counts, nice and slowly. Holding the breath at the bottom for a second and then inhaling. Holding and exhaling. So we're going to continue to do this, but let's make sure, you're going to hold the breath for a second. When you take this next inhale for 5 counts, you work all the way up to the collarbone. And then at the top we hold, and then exhale, release from the collarbone down into the belly for 5 counts. And then we hold, and then inhaling for 5 counts. So go ahead and take this at your pace. Just inhaling for 5 counts, holding for 1, exhaling for 5, holding for 1. We'll just take a few cycles. Take one more cycle. And then when you've exhaled, then we'll go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides. Continue to take a long, deep, rhythmic breath, about 5 counts in, 5 counts out, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but slow as you can, and evenly. Let's walk the feet in a little bit and keep the feet separate. So the feet are more like in line with the sitting bones now rather than the edges of the mat. And then we're just going to drop the knees over to the right, turn the head to the right, and then turn the head to the left. And then we'll just come right back to center with head and the feet, and then drop the knees to the left, head to the left. And then to the right. We're going to continue to move like this. So we aren't going to stretch quite yet. We're just going to come in and out of that motion. And you can rock the head side to side if you're dealing specifically with any neck issues, or you could just take it to one side and then bring everything back to center. So again, taking it at your pace and just allowing for the low back to have a nice little release each time we revisit the twist. Keeping the feet separated from each other so that we can get this more in the low back than in the upper or mid. And we'll go one more time to the left side with the knees. And then this time we'll bring everything to center and then roll over to the right side of the body, bringing the knees one on top of the other. Pillow the head with the right arm. Take the left arm in front of the chest, and then we're going to circle this arm all the way up and out to the left, down, and forward. I don't remember if we've done this in any of the 3 previous classes, but we're going to take 5. I feel like we did. We're going to take 5 in each direction. So we have 3 more. So as we're shifting the arm out to the left, we're bringing the back down as much as we can, but keeping the knees stacked. So we have some nice rotation in the spine. But again, we're coming in and out of it. So once you've taken those 5, then we'll rotate in the other direction. This one is really nice to do for longer than 5 each side. So if you're ever really feeling some tension in the shoulders, even the neck, then maybe taking 10, 20, maybe even 30 total. Or if you really want to go for it, both directions. So once we've taken the 5, then you can come to center, bring the knees into the chest, and bring your awareness to the left shoulder, the chest, the upper back, and the right shoulder, chest, right upper back. And hopefully feel a little unevenness so we can go and move over to the other side now. So bring the body over to the left side. Knees are stacked, left arm on top, or I'm sorry, underneath the head. Right arm forward, and then we reach it up, out to the right, down, and in front of the chest again. So 4 more in this direction. Coordinating the breath with the motion. Once you've taken 5 total, switch the direction once the hand is in front of the chest. And once you've taken the 5 in the opposite direction, then we can rest on the left side for a moment. Come back into the middle. Actually, scratch that. Let's press our way up to seated. Usually commit, but I want to rise up. So let's shift over to hands and knees. And we're going to rest in child's posture, and from there we can assess the shoulders and the chest and the back. So sit back on the heels and lower the head down. Rest the arms maybe alongside the body. Maybe you tuck the arms underneath the trunk or keep them extended forward. But bring them in a place where you can bring your attention to the left shoulder and then the right shoulder, the whole upper back, now the whole chest, now both shoulders. And let's use the mind and breath to help release any extra tension in that region. Take a breath in through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale, release. And let's take the arms forward if they aren't already. Lift the forearms off the mat. Lift the chest and the head slightly. Then walk the hands off the mat, bringing both hands all the way off the mat, keeping the hands shoulders distance apart. Feeling the motion of the body in response to your deep rhythmic breaths. I love the slowness of the practice because it is often opposite of what life is like and what my nervous system wants to do. So it really helps provide that balance. Let's walk over to the left. You can feel a nice deep side stretch, creating some space in the side body, around the ribs. And let's bring both of the hands to center and rise up to table, hands and knees. We'll move through a few cat-cows, palms down, fingers spread wide. Inhale, let the belly sink, tailbone and the head shift up slightly. Exhale, engage the belly, tailbone and head shift down. Take a few more of these. Couple more. And then we're going to meet today in a downward facing dog. So letting the belly sink down, the tailbone shift up, roll over the toes. You might take the hands forward a step and then lift the knees off the mat, start sending the hips back. Maybe we separate the feet so that we have a little bit more leeway for any tightness in the legs. Maybe we pedal heels or shift weight from one leg to the other. So let's pause here for a moment and just allow the body to become a little bit more still in your downward facing dog. Soften the belly and draw the belly up. Pull the pelvic floor up. So really drawing that space upwards, and you can start to feel the inner organs, the tissues getting massaged by the abdominal wall. Creating some nice toning in that space. A couple deep breaths. Good for circulation. When you're ready, look forward, and then let's step the feet forward to the hands, bringing the feet apart. Hips distance, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up once again, lengthen, take the arms out to the sides, and then rise all the way up. Maybe a micro bend in the knees. Take the arms all the way up. It's a big transition. Let's find a back bend. Engage the low body, and then take the arms up and behind. And then release the arms behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Separate the feet to the edges of the mat, and then begin to straighten the arms and come into a little back bend, opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let the head go completely. Maybe a little bit of a sway from side to side, increasing the intensity behind one leg and then the other. On the next exhale, we'll release the arms down once again. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. This time, bring the hands to the hips, come up halfway. Maybe a micro bend in the knees to rise up with a straight back. And then we'll bring the right hand down the right leg, pick the left arm up and over to the right for a side bend. This is angle posture, Konasana. Maybe looking up past the left hand. And we'll inhale, come to center, take the right arm up, exhale over to the left. So we're just going to take the same motion, but one breath, one movement. So the next inhale, rise up and bring right arm down, left arm up. On the exhale, take a side bend to the right. Inhale, switch into the middle, right arm lifting. Exhale to the left. Continue like this a few more times. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time each side. And then we'll inhale, come to center, take both of the arms up. Let's find eagle arms. So keep the feet where they are, separated, and draw the right elbow in towards the chest, the left elbow on top, and start to maybe intertwine the forearms so that maybe the palms come together. If not, maybe the tops of the hands can come together. Or if not, maybe we're just at the forearms because we've got a lot of tightness or muscle mass. So just kind of see where you can be. What we want to be sending the elbows forward away from the chest. We want to have some pressure if we can with the hands and forearms so that everything kind of stays close, even though we're pushing pushing the elbows forward. Let's inhale, lift the eagle arms upwards. Exhale, start to fold over the legs. I've never taken a squat with eagle arms. Let's see what that would be like. So we're just going to start to lower the hips and then lift the trunk and the arms up. So we might have the hips kind of high depending on how open we are in the hips, or we might be able to sink them low. But let's just see what's that like for another breath or two. And then we're going to come out of it by coming back into our fold, softening the knees, and unrolling the spine, keeping the arms intertwined as we rise. Once we've lifted up, we can unwind the arms and go right into the opposite order. Left elbow closer to the chest, right elbow on top, intertwining the arms, elbows forward, kind of reaching them forward and up at the same time. And on the next exhale, we can bend the knees and start to fold over the legs, maybe straightening the legs. Let's see about that squat one more time for a couple breaths. We're going to go back into our fold. Soft bend in the knees and begin to unroll the spine. Once we've risen, we'll unravel the arms, reach them all the way up, bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Whew, and really, this is a great spot based on what we've just done. So I just got some good movement. Go ahead and start to roll the shoulders. Roll them the other way. And then roll them up, back, and down. And let's bring the hands to the hips and separate the feet along the mat. Nice wide stance. We're going to open the arms out to a T and turn the right toes to face the short side of the mat. Let's go into Warrior B. Lunge into the right knee and turn the head to look past the right fingertips. Let's bring the left hand down to the left leg and reach the right arm up. And then we're going to go into a deeper side bend, side angle posture. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. And take the left arm up and over to the left, really reaching out from the left heel out to the left fingertips. If you have the openness, you might be able to bring the right fingertips or hand to the outside of the right foot. Looking up past the left hand. And then we'll go into a twist from here. Bring the left hand down, lift the left heel up so palm comes all the way down. Take the right arm up, twisting lunge. Maybe look up past the right thumb. And bring the right hand to the inside of the right foot and walk over to the center between the 2 feet, coming into a fold for a moment. Release the head, maybe walk the hands back towards the feet. Nice breath in through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. We'll come up halfway, bring the hands to the hips, maybe a soft bend in the knees to rise with that straight back. And then let's take the arms out again and turn the left foot to face the short side of the mat. Lunge into the right knee, coming into Warrior B. Again, looking past the left fingertips this time. Shoulders back and down, heart lifted. We'll bring the right hand down the right leg and take the left arm up. Keep the left knee bent. Into our side angle, left forearm to the left thigh, right arm up and over the right ear, maybe left hand down to the left, to the outside of the left foot, so long as we keep left knee over the left ankle. And we'll be bringing right hand down next to the left foot. Bring the right heel up and then inhale, pick the left arm up, looking up past the left thumb. And we'll bring left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Walk over to the center between both feet. Maybe walk the hands so that they line up with the feet again. Come up halfway just for a moment. And then exhale, fold. And we'll come up halfway once again. Bring the hands to the hips, rise up. And then we'll bring the feet closer together. We haven't done many balancing postures, and we're going to skip it anyways, just for time. So, false alarm. Bring yourself to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, reach the arms all the way up, come into a little back bend, engage the low back and the legs. Exhale, fold, release down. Come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands down. Step the left foot back, bring the left knee down this time. And then we're going to rise up. So if the left knee has a little too much pressure, if it doesn't feel good, you can roll over the long side of the mat and put your knee on top of it. Otherwise, go ahead and rise up. We have hands to the thigh for a moment. We're just going to be sinking into this right knee to feel the left thigh stretching, left hip flexor. And then let's take the hands behind like we did before. Interlace the fingers, straighten the arms. Open up the chest and contracting the upper back, looking upwards. And we'll release the hands. Bring them down so that you can walk back into a seat. You have two options, or any other that feels better to you. You can sit right on top of the left heel, or you can sit on the bottom and bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, which is, we're going to stretch the right leg. Flex the right toes, the right ankle. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Hands can go to the back of the thigh, the calf, maybe the foot. Just make sure that the back is straight. We aren't rounding it. And also that we aren't like jutting the chin forward, because that tends to be just a habit for most of us. So bring the chin in slightly. Couple more breaths. Every exhalation, the heart goes a little further forward. Even if we can't see a difference, we can feel it, even if it's very, very subtle. And let's inhale, rise up. We're going to come to kneeling again, but this time with the right knee back. So however you want to get there. We'll be stepping the left foot forward and then heel toeing that foot forward so that the right knee is behind the right hip, so we can get that nice stretch through the hip flexor and the front of the thigh. Let's take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, straighten the arms, looking up. And release the hands down, walking back to either sit on top of the right heel or bring right foot to the inside of the thigh. Inhaling the arms up, exhaling, hands somewhere to the left leg. Finding length on the breath in, feeling the heart gently float forward on the exhale. Softening the eyes and the forehead, relaxing the scalp. Releasing the jaw. Letting the breath flow. And inhale, rise up. Let's cross the ankles and just touch up on the neck a little bit. Roll the shoulders. Take them up, back, and down. Fold the hands into each other. Turn the head left and right a few times. Head to center, up and down. Head to center, right ear up. Relax the corners of the eyes. Relax the jaw. Come to center, lift the left ear. Come to center, tilt the head left and right, and then we'll drop the head. Nice exhalation out through the mouth. And bring the head to center. Cross the wrists, fingers to the base of the neck. Put pressure right above the clavicle. Lift the chin. And we'll bring the head back to center. Move the hands, the fingers. Come down to the back. We're going to take a reclining pigeon before we rest. So let's bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh and pull the left leg in. Right foot is flexed. We're holding left leg. If you'd like, you can take a little bit of movement with both of the feet, but then eventually relax the left foot and keep the right ankle flexed, the toes up. Now, to facilitate this, it's really helpful if we create a little bit of resistance. So push the legs into each other and then relax. Pushing the legs into each other and relaxing, pushing in, relaxing, drawing the legs in. And we'll switch sides. Left ankle on top of right thigh, pull the right leg in. Maybe some ankle motion. And then relax the right foot. Keep the left ankle flexed. You might feel an imbalance between the two hips. Just note that. Kind of will prime you to consider what might be contributing to the imbalance in terms of potentially behavior or structure. Let's create some resistance. So when you're ready, push the legs into each other and then relax. Pushing and relaxing. Pushing and relaxing. And release the legs. You can bring the knees all the way in, or you can keep them planted like we started. Take the arms out to a T and fold the knees over to the right. Keep shoulder blades down, turn the head to the left. Draw the knees to center. You might plant feet, just lift hips and reorganize the spine, and then take the knees to the left, head to the right. Keep shoulder blades down. So now we don't need to put any effort in our breathing. We're going to just switch over to automatic breathing, letting the body do it. And then whenever you're ready, coming back to center, giving the knees another squeeze, and then releasing the legs, taking feet to the corners of the mat, arms along the body, palms flipped up, walk the shoulder blades back, and then let the body weight keep the shoulder blades in place. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, release out through the mouth. And let's do that again. Inhaling. Exhaling. We're coming to a balanced internal state. We're working on a balanced external physical state. And now the focus is on releasing any techniques that we might have been working on through our practice. We were really paying attention. We were specifically utilizing the skeleton and the muscles, moving the tissues very specifically to achieve, certain objectives. But now we're just going to absorb whatever it is that we did and allow it to continue to bring us to this balanced state, physically, mentally, emotionally. Allowing yourself to rest in both body and mind. Without changing anything, just become aware of the breath moving through the body. See if you can become aware of energy circulating through the body, prana, life force. Any sensations of buzzing, or feeling that sense of lightness. Notice how calm the body is, how calm the mind is. And let's see if we can maintain that sense even as we're going to become more active. So begin to breathe again, taking part in that process. No longer so automatic. And then start to move the fingers and the toes, wrists, the ankles, maybe bring the arms up overhead behind, reaching behind and stretching the toes forward, lifting the belly button a little bit. Bringing the knees in, wrapping the arms around them. And then either rocking to the side or rocking up to seated, however you get here. And we'll bring the palms together and just enjoy the echoes of your practice for another moment. Let's take a breath in through the nose, release through the mouth. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.